We are asking questions about how the time change coming up this weekend can have a bigger impact on you than you might think. Sunday morning, the clocks move forward 1 hour, so 2 a.m. will suddenly become 3 a.m., and everyone is going to lose 1 hour of sleep. Joining me is Premier Health APRN Heather Branham, and thanks so much, Heather, for joining us this afternoon. Now, of course, all of us are going to be losing an hour's sleep this weekend. What immediate health effects can that have on people?
Well, the biggest health effects are, of course, our loss of sleep and how that's going to affect our mood and how we kind of get through our day for sure.
Now, last fall, when the clocks fell back an hour, we shared a story about the change in daylight adding an increased risk of health effects. Are we to overcome that now that we're getting that hour back with more daylight?
Well, that's a good thought. And I like to think we're going to get it back because I think as a society, we do much better when we have more hours of daylight and we can get outside more often. The weather's going to get warmer. We're going to get more of that vitamin D from the sunshine. So, yeah, I like to think we're going to.
Now, to go a little further with that, when it's more sunshine in the evening, not only does that help us maybe mentally, but can it also help us physically?
Sure. When our vitamin D levels are higher, we do feel better physically. We don't feel as fatigued and sluggish throughout the day. So it definitely will help our physical health and our mental health.
Now, can people's sleep habits change if they stay up later Saturday into Sunday?
Oh, for sure. If you're not used to staying up late, then of course the sleep habits are going to change. And staying up later is probably not the best way to do that. To get your sleep patterns back from this change, you really want to start preparing for this like right now, and even a couple of days before now, just to adjust your body to make sure your circadian rhythm is on target.
Yeah, people on Sunday morning may want to be going to church for an early morning
Yeah.
run or something like
Mhm.
that. So
Mhm.
you're saying maybe you could prepare for getting a little extra sleep now that it's only Wednesday and work your way up to that hour change this weekend.
Absolutely. Start adjusting your sleep schedule, maybe even by 15 or 20 minutes tonight and tomorrow night and so on. And that can really help to not feel so jet lagged when we get to that point on Sunday morning.
Now, at the other end of the scale, the people that are just going to sleep in on Sunday morning and not really worry about it, is that going to hurt them all that much?
No, no. I think we all adjust pretty well to it. Definitely there's going to be a lot of people who do that. No, it shouldn't have no direct effect on that. They'll adjust eventually throughout the week. They might feel a little more fatigued and run down, but they'll adjust eventually.
All right, finally, for years, lawmakers have debated getting rid of daylight savings time. Would it be better health-wise to stick with it or get dark earlier or later?
I think that it would be best if we did get rid of it and it stays daylight for more hours of the day. We know people do better with that. We are not disrupting our circadian rhythms when we adjust the time twice a year. So it would be really nice if they could make a good decision on that.
And it'd be easier not to set all those clocks back an hour.
I
So that's
agree.
what
I
we're
agree.
here.
That makes it challenging.
It does. Heather Branham, APRN at Premier Health, thank you so much for joining us
Thank
this
you.
afternoon.